So guys, what is going on? Welcome back to another video. Now, as you guys know, in the terms of the match day and how the routine goes, today is the day that we have to do the player rating video. And I'm also going to bring in Tony Pulis into this one as well. I'm also going to give him a score because I feel like, you know, he needs some recognition after some games that we win, some games we lose, some games we draw. He didn't really get, you know, enough recognition inside these player ratings. Now, I know it's called player ratings, but I want to bring him into it because I just feel like, yeah, well, why not? You know, he's there as well. He's there with the players. He has to tell them what to do. He has to tell them what to do on the pitch, tactics-wise. He has to pick the team. So all that goes into a match day. So Tony Pulis gets brought into it. All these players that obviously played the Borough 11, there was no substitutes made, so we don't have to worry about them. The starting 11 here, proud of every single one of them players that played on Friday night. I thought every single player put a shift in. I thought every single player played very, very well for each other. First half, first half at times we were a little bit iffy. Second half game, and I thought we were solid. I said before the game, this could have been a draw. That's exactly what it was. I said on Twitter that, a few hours before the game, if you were to give me a point, I would have snapped your hand off. In fact, that Borough got a point, I was very, very happy with it. Seen a few Borough fans unhappy because Borough didn't go for the win, but listen, you have to give them a little bit of respect and say, Leeds are top of the league. Even though we're level on points to them, they are the team at the top, and to go away from home and get a point against top of the league isn't bad. So, I'm happy with that. But in terms of this team, and nobody's really dipping below a 7. 7 and 8 is what I'll give most of these players. So I'm going to get straight into it. And Dan Randolph in goal. Now, for me, he's standout, man. He's unbelievable. I love watching him go for us. Dan Randolph, yeah, he scares me sometimes when the ball goes back to him, and see if the player's rushing him. He takes a touch and boots it really quick. Sometimes that does scare me. But listen, Dan Randolph, spot on, hardly ever put the foot wrong, if I'm honest with you. Apart from last season when Borough played Derby and he made it in, Dan Randolph made a few errors. Apart from that game, really, I can't think of any real mistakes that he's made to obviously cost us a goal, especially this season. So, apart from maybe the one at Millwall where it was a back pass from header, or should I say, it was a header from Flint, and he sort of didn't deal with it. That was maybe the only one you would say. But apart from that, really, the guy's been solid. And to keep a clean sheet since Millwall at the start of the season is unbelievable, home and away. So class from Dan Randolph. I love him to bits, man. He's a top player. And like I say, for me, Dan Randolph gets an 8. I thought on Friday night, I thought his distribution was good. I thought every time he got the ball, he saved the box was flooded. He wasn't then just chucking it out to no man's land. He was holding on to it. He was waiting to pick a man. I thought he was very, very good. So for me, Dan Randolph gets an 8. The next is all the defenders. Ryan Shotton at right back. I didn't think he had a bad game for the first half. He could maybe have been a bit tight to his man. Second half again, he was solid. Ryan Shotton was then getting the ball. He was trying to go down the wing. He was trying to cut back inside. I thought he was very, very good. He gets a 7. Daniel Ayala, who, looking at the highlights, he seemed to have caused him a lot of problems. He was getting in the middle of it all. He was trying to wind their players up. He was just doing what Daniel Ayala does, to be honest with you. He had a chance really, really late on as well. Whether the corner came in, 88th minute, headed it down. And we've seen so many of them go in. We've seen so many of them go in over the years. But as I say, man, Ayala had the header. Bounced the keeper's 5, went up for another corner. He was very, very unlucky, so I'm going to give him an 8. I thought he was quality at the back. Dale Fry in the first half, I thought again he was solid. Don't get me wrong, he was solid. But there was chances where I thought Dale, chuck him on me, just try and be a bit more tight to him and whatnot. But overall, the kid was solid. Second half again, Dale Fry stepped up, and I thought he was excellent. So I'll give him a 7. Aidan Flint again, solid at the back, man. This guy, I think every single team we play, they either say that he's going to score past them, or they always say that they wish Aidan Flint played for them. That's the kind of, that's obviously, that's almost like the kind of player that Borough have got. He's a solid defender, he's quality, he's tall, he's strong. For me, he gets an 8. I thought on Friday night, he did very, very well. Didn't look like he was under any sort of pressure, and I thought he did what he needed to do. Defensive duties went well. Yeah, it was a very, very impressive Aidan, to be honest with you. Top performance, and gets an 8 from me. George Friend's the next one, and in the first half I was freaking out at him because Harrison was trying to get the better of him. Or should I say, Harrison was getting the better of him at times in the first half. He was getting behind him far too easy. Second half though, George Friend almost read exactly what he was going to do in the second half. Close him down, give him hardly any sort of space. He had to sort of cut inside then Harrison, because like I say, man, trying to go past George Friend on the wing wasn't happening. So I give George Friend a 7. My man of the match for this one is Adam Clayton. I'm pretty sure he got in the last game as well. But listen, man, this guy's been solid all season. I should have said all month. Well, of course September now, but obviously our last game was in August. So that's why I said this month. Adam Clayton, he's been spot on, man. And listen, last season I know I can hold my hands up and say, look, last season I criticised the guy. I did. I ain't gonna sit here and say no, I didn't. I did. I criticised him a lot, but he's proved me. You know what I mean? He's proved me wrong. He's proved to me that he's proved to me. You know what I mean? That when almost like when he needs to step up, he can, and that's exactly what he's done. So Adam Clayton gets a 9 from me. Johnny Howson's the next one. Again, solid. Again, really, really good in that midfield. Every time he got the ball, his head was straight up, pick out a man and run onto it. Pass and move, spot on. He gets an 8. Stewie Downing. Again, first half, and even second half, he was creating space for himself. Sometimes he didn't get the pass that he wanted, but Stewie Downing was trying to create spaces. And I thought he did very, very well. In order for him to manage, obviously, he obviously managed a full 90 minutes as well. He doesn't normally manage a full 90 minutes. He gets taken off around the 75th minute mark. So for him to get a full 90 minutes must have been good for his confidence. Pulis must have been happy with him as well for not taking him off. I thought he did very, very well. Gets a 7. Mo Besic, full proper debut inside our league game. I know he played in the cup game midweek, but I mean, in terms of league, he got his first proper start. I thought he was very, very good at times. I thought at times he held onto the ball for a bit too long, and maybe he's there was times when there was passes on for him, we decided not to give him, and then at times he lost the ball. But apart from that, really, he was a solid, solid from him again. So I'm going to give him an 8. Osomba Longa gets a 7. Maybe I should give him an 8, or maybe he's even higher, because I thought he did a brilliant job, obviously up top. He's got like 4 defenders around him, and every single time, he almost putting pressure on the back line. He's backing the defender, he's getting the ball down, he's trying to pick that pass, he's trying to have a shot. I thought he did very, very well. So you know what, I'll give Osomba Longa an 8 as well. In terms of my manager Pulis, I give him a 9. It would have been a 10 if Borough would have got the 3 points. There was change that maybe he could have made, and maybe that could have changed the game for us in terms of result. But I thought, right team was to play. I think Pulis picked the team well, and like I say, man, I think he was pretty happy with the points. Same as all Borough fans were. Of course, everybody wants to win the games, and of course, Borough wanted 3 points. But at the end of the day, top of the league, we got a point. It's not too bad at all. That's been the player ratings video. If you guys have enjoyed, as always, like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys again soon. Peace.